I'm Abigail Keeney. I'm a student here at William Woods University, and today I'll be showing you how to safely operate the tractor and drag the arenas.
Okay.
So before you ever consider even operating your tractor, you want to make sure that there is nothing leaking from your tractor. So you don't want to see any like fluid or puddles on the ground, because then you have a leak. And you also want to make sure that you have enough oil and enough gas. And you want to make sure that if there's any attachments on your tractor, that they are attached securely and properly, which this one is. And you also want to make sure that no one and nothing is in your way, so that you won't run over anything whenever you get on your tractor. Okay, so to get onto your tractor, you want to take your right hand and hold this, and your left hand and hold that, and put your left foot up there and take a big step up. And you're going to sit down in your tractor seat. And I already have this adjusted for me, but if it wasn't, there's a little handle down here. You can adjust it. So there's lots of buttons and levers on a tractor, which can be confusing and a bit overwhelming if you're not used to it. But the simple things that you need to know to turn your tractor on is your clutch, which is this, your brake, which is over on this side, and I will show you in a moment, and your key, your ignition and your key, which is over here. Okay, so as I was saying earlier, here's the brake, and about the brake, you also want to make sure to check that this little metal piece is down so that the brakes are connected, because sometimes the men pull that up so they can make tighter turns. But for our purposes, we like to have our brakes connected. And another thing is this is our gear shift. So after we have turned our tractor on by pressing our brake, our clutch, and turning the ignition, we're gonna take our gear shift out of park, put it into neutral, and then pick a gear. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Usually to get into an arena, I use 1 or 2, and then whenever I'm dragging, I use 3. So after you have it in the gear you want, there's a lever over here that you push forward, and that basically tells the tractor to go forward or to go backwards, because it can also come towards you to go in reverse. So after you do that, to get the tractor started, you will need to take your foot off the brake, and then slowly off the clutch, and then slowly apply gas. So a few more things that you need to know before driving your tractor is that this lever over here, it's a skinny, longer black one. If you pull it up, it'll move whatever attachment you have up, and if you push it down, it'll move it down, which is really good to have with the drag, because you don't want it dragging on gravel or concrete, but you do want it dragging the arenas. And there's a little turn knob right here, which turns on your lights. So if you're having to drag and it's a little darker outside, that's nice. And if you have to drive out onto the road, say to get to Rah-Rah, there's a lever over here that is for blinkers. Once your tractor is going, if you move this lever up, it'll speed up your tractor's engine and make you go a little bit faster.
For this demonstration, I chose to drag Rah-Rah Arena. As you can see, I started by just putting the drag down and dragging after I came in through the gates. The first thing you do whenever you're dragging an arena is you will take one big lap around the outside edge. Then I started to work my way in. It is best if you try to make your new drag line right beside the first drag line you made. here I am turning around. I was about halfway done with the arena. You want to make sure to drag in both directions to keep the arena level. Now that I have finished dragging, I turn the tractor around and line it up with the gate so that I can leave the arena. Before I completely exit the arena, I stop the tractor and I will lift up the drag to keep it from scraping any concrete.
So to get off your tractor, it's very similar to getting on. You're gonna stand up, you're gonna turn around, you're gonna grab this, grab your steering wheel, step down, and you have completed it.